We actually can't calculate because that depends on the intrinsic structure of the comet. The comet, as we mentioned, is lots of ice and lots of dirt. We really don't know how dense it is. We know it's about 2 billion tons of ice. It's about 1 mile across. And the wonderful thing about NASA, we actually can't calculate. As we said before, we just don't know. We actually can't calculate. As we said before, we just don't know. 2 billion tons of ice.
ISON is 10 times bigger than Lovejoy.
It's about 1 mile across.
ISON is 10 times bigger than Lovejoy.
We actually can't calculate. It's about 1 mile across. 2 billion tons of ice. We actually can't calculate.
ISON is 10 times bigger.
An international team of astronomers says it has discovered what appear to be planets that are not orbiting stars. Some scientists have suggested the existence of such free-floating planets in space. The team, which includes researchers from Japan's Nagoya and Osaka universities, says it has discovered 10 such suspected floating planets. The planets each have a mass approximately equivalent to that of Jupiter. The discoveries were made over 18 months, starting in April of 2006, using a special telescope at an observatory in New Zealand. The researchers say the discovered celestial bodies must be floating planets because, unlike fixed stars, they do not emit light. They say they found no fixed stars near these planets.
The discoveries are a step toward learning how planets were created and how they develop.
Some scientists expect that a NASA surveyor to be launched in 2020 will be able to capture images of these floating planets.
Imagine a planet floating freely through the universe, not orbiting any star. Well, astronomers think they may have found one, and it's only 100 light years from Earth. That makes it easier for researchers to test new techniques for examining the environments of alien worlds. It's possible this could be a small failed star, a so-called brown dwarf. Or it could be a true planet that formed around a star, but was kicked out in a slam dance of gravitational dynamics. Whatever it is, there could be many more of them. Several new studies point to a model of the universe in which rogue planets outnumber main sequence stars by more than 2 to 1.
Hello everyone, you're watching Radio RWJ, and today I have some news for you about the rogue planet, Planet X. And this has sort of been confirmed by NASA. At first they said there's no such planet like that, but now they've observed a planet like Nibiru. They say it's unlikely to destroy Earth, but they're giving us little clues. Now, I'm not sure if this planet is or may not, attack Earth or be, anything bad for Earth. I'm not sure about that, but NASA's confirmed that it exists. First they said there's no such object in our solar system, but now they're starting to give us an idea that it may be there. And this may cause a disruption in Earth, and no one's really sure right now what's going on. I mean, there's the Mayan conspiracy, there's the zombies attack that's going on, and level of earthquakes this year have been phenomenal. If you want to read over, I'll read it for you. The ancient Mayan calendar comes to an end on December 21st this year. I mean, Mayans, yes, intelligent people, but I don't think that's the main reason why the world will end, just because their calendar ends. But 2012 has been a really, really crazy year. We've seen earthquakes magnitude 9.0, maybe above. And if you have the earthquake app, you can get that for Windows and even iOS. You can see the amount of 6 and 5.6 earthquakes on the Richter scale that are happening these days. It's every single day you have one or another 6 or 5.6 earthquake, and the amount of stuff that's happened. And there's an asteroid DA14 that's going to come really close to our that's going to come really close to Earth, and the scientists are saying it's not going to impact, but no one knows. No one knows yet what's going to happen. I guess we just have to wait December 21st, 2012, because right now, not much. I mean, lots has happened. You can't say nothing has happened this year. I mean, this is a really big global change. You can't say what is happening this year is a normal change. This is a global catastrophe. I mean, I don't want to sound like one of those really weird people saying, oh, the world's going to end and stuff like that, but, well, the facts are there, so I'm just giving it to the people, showing them, what's happening in today's world. So yeah, so this has been a little video about telling you about that NASA has confirmed planet like Nibiru or Planet X, whatever you may. First they said it didn't exist. Now they're saying it exists, but they're saying it will not harm planet Earth. But let's just see what happens. I know it seems like a really weird thing to sit and have to just sit and die but not do anything. I'm not going to tell anyone to prepare. If you want to prepare, you could. I'm not stopping you from preparing. I'm not telling you to prepare. It's a really confusing situation right now, so I'll leave you to decide. Thank you for watching. This has been RWJ26, and keep it tuned in to watch more videos.
We actually can't calculate because that depends on the intrinsic structure of the comet. The comet, as we mentioned, is lots of ice and lots of dirt. We really don't know how dense it is. We know it's about 2 billion tons of ice. It's about 1 mile across. And the wonderful thing about NASA, we actually can't calculate. As we said before, we just don't know. We actually can't calculate. As we said before, we just don't know.